So today I've got my buddy Roy here, and he is going to program a new remote for our 2018 Toyota Highlander. So we have lost one set of keys with the remote somewhere, probably 3-4 years ago. I don't know where it is. And I looked online to buy one, a Toyota one, and it was going to be over $200. I think it was going to be almost $270 to buy one that was programmed from Toyota. So I bought this one. It doesn't have the Toyota logo on the back, but I got it off Amazon for 65 bucks. And Roy here has some sort of nifty Xtool device here that he thinks he can program my remote. So let's see if this will work.
Okay. We've discovered that going to special functions where we want to start. Going to immobilizer, IMMO. Agree to sign your life away. Then we need to go find our Toyota, which is the 2018 Toyota Highlander. Key programming. We do have a smart key. In other words, the key without the actual key. And it's saying I need other equipment. This is an additional add-on that they're saying that we need to plug in order to read the key functions. Now,
so it's probably looking for the dongle to be plugged in so it can identify it.
actually, let's try that again. Okay, type 3. OEM key.
OEM key. Add smart keys. There we go. Work.
Switch ignition
It's on.
Ignition is on. Use a program smart key to contact the start stop button. So this one is programmed.
Yeah.
It did beep.
I heard a buzz.
Use a new smart key to contact the smart button. Ooh, 2 bumps. 2 beeps, excuse me. Currently 1 key has been programmed. If you want to add more keys, please change the smart key to programmed. All right, I think we're actually good.
All right, how do we test it?
There we go. Okay. Let's turn it off. And oh, there we go. Look at that.
Houston, we have ignition.
Do we actually have a functioning key? All right, so we're gonna have our helper go outside the car with the real key, or the original key, just to make sure we can actually start the here we go for our first test. Woohoo! Success.
It works. All right, we got the key programmed. One more function that Roy was just telling me about is that you can actually put your key fob to sleep. So if it's a spare like this one is, and you're not going to be using it on a daily basis, you can put it to sleep and it will
Conserve the battery.
Conserve the battery, so you don't have to keep buying batteries for your remote. So Roy, show us how it's done.
All right, all you do is hold on the lock key and then hit the unlock twice.
Okay.
And now the key is asleep. And I can, to wake it up again, actually all I'd have to do is hit a key. And now it's woken up again.
Sweet.
So hold down lock key, hit unlock twice, and now it's asleep.
There you go. Another thing I didn't know. It's always good to have a smart friend, isn't it? All right, there we go, folks. That took like
60 seconds if you don't count all the times we tried.
Yeah, we're going to delete some of the stuff out of here where it said we were supposed to have a dongle. Actually, I'll leave that in. We didn't actually have to have a dongle. It just worked with the software. So we are successful. We've got the key programmed and we've ops tested. It works. And it literally took just like a couple minutes. That easy. So if you ever need a new key programmed for your car and you're in the Chattanooga area, give my buddy Roy a call. He'll be happy to help you out here for a, I don't know, whatever your payment is.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's it, folks. Short and sweet.